we are in LA.
We are here in the Mecca of Los Angeles, downtown.
Downtown Los Angeles.
There's more homeless than actual, like the population, because there's people living outside, inside, the streets.
And on the streets.
Yes.
On
They got more rights than the actual people, don't they? Like the actual people who have, like homeowners in general.
Yeah.
Homeless people,
Yeah.
right?
I always say when I arrive in LA, when I smell that urine, I know.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah, you're like,
Yep.
human piss.
I'm in
Feels
LA.
like home.
We are in Los Angeles.
I love that smell.
You're like, is that dog pee or human pee?
Dog pee
Both.
smells better than human pee in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you can tell who's diabetic, who's not, just by the smell of the scent. I was like,
Wait, can you
sweet.
really?
Honestly, absolutely.
What's the smell difference?
Well, I mean, in general, it really depends. If your urine really smells very sweet, you should definitely check your blood sugar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because you're just peeing out all the sugar.
You're literally peeing out
That's how,
glucose.
I diagnose a lot of like young people with diabetes from like if they urinate the bed. Like a dad will come up, man, he's 8 years old. He's still peeing himself. Like Anwar stopped when he was 14. But like usually at 8, you can know they're diabetic. If they're peeing all night, they pee on themselves. You can diagnose them with diabetes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
you can. Absolutely.
Wow.
A lot of
So-
kids type 1 diabetes.
Yeah.
Does that mean my cat's diabetic? Because it's
Could
like
be.
chronically pissing my
Could
bed.
be.
Well, honestly, do they drink a lot of fluids too?
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what it is. If they're drinking a lot of water, then mainly that's what it is. But
So what's the healthy urine smell? Like nothing?
Well, I don't usually just go,
Oh, you don't?
that's a glucose of 350.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't really work like that. But the more clear it is, of course, the better, right? But the more
Yeah.
yellow and dark it is, that means you're really not drinking enough water.
We actually did an episode on like drinking too much water causing hyponatremia.
Yeah, which is
Oh.
low
Where,
sodium.
Yeah, where the sodium drops really low. You can actually die from that. And when you replace the sodium level, there's like a specific one that you have to use. That's why we always send them to the ICU.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't
my
just
gosh.
replace the sodium in the regular floor because
Yeah.
they can get a brain, like the edema in the brain.
Yeah,
They can
swelling.
they can die from it.
Oh
For
my
sure.
gosh.
Go
So
into
really
coma.
too much of anything is bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, in
especially
general,
Even-
absolutely.
It's interesting because it's like the main essentials of life, which is like water or sun,
Yep.
you know, things like that. And
Yeah.
you get too much of it,
Too
you
much
could
of it.
still
Exactly.
die.
100%,
Sun, cancer,
100%.
right? A lot
Yeah.
of skin cancer. You know, in water, low sodium levels, you know?
So I'm in the presence of 2 doctors.
Yes.
Yes.
Um,
Welcome.
And you guys are both really good friends of mine. And I feel like I'm always hitting you up on questions and
Yes.
stuff.
Well-
And I have a question.
Let's do it.
Go for it.
I know we're like switching gears, but I wanted to get your thoughts on ketamine therapy.
Okay.
For depression,
Just a bunch of
anxiety.
mental ailments.
Okay.
Like general
I
thoughts.
think that goes with the same thing. If you overdo it too much, you got to balance it. And that's like
Yeah.
with anything you do. Like all these athletes that do steroids, you always wonder, like, how are some of them getting acne? How is some of them are getting erectile dysfunction?
Yeah.
You got to monitor the levels. If you can monitor the levels, you're good.
And it's dosed properly, right? So I had 2 of my patients who are actually on ketamine. We've tried multiple antidepressants, and they're using it for depression and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So they were on the Xanax, you know, the alprazolam, lorazepam, and a lot of these medications, and it has helped. The problem here is you need to continue on the ketamine
You can't just
continuously.
stop it.
You do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You don't
like
wanna just stop it
yeah,
either.
exactly. So you got to continue on the ketamine. It's just like a lot of doses, and it's like how much, right? You have to always take into consideration is that any kind of foreign outside source, medications and stuff like that, the body doesn't like. It doesn't like it. That's
Do you
why
like
you need,
more natural? Are you more like into
Like a
Yeah.
holistic?
medicine?
I mean,
Because that field is huge now.
huge, yeah, in the holistic field. I feel like
Huge.
I'm both like traditional and holistic. Like I
You can combine. Yeah.
greatly believe in antibiotics, but also I feel like there's alternative ways to just using some certain pharmaceuticals to put a band-aid on it. Like
Yeah.
I'm interested in the whole like rewiring the brain,
Yep.
Fully,
kind of like a reboot.
a reboot.
Kinda like a reboot, yeah.
that I've heard.
Homeopathic
like,
medicine in general, though, the only problem with that is like reversal agents. Like if you have like you're on a blood thinner and your blood is too thin, you can reverse it, right?
Yeah.
With a lot of natural, we don't have the reversal agent.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Oh,
like
yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Like I can put you on something natural, but then if you overdose or you get a complication, how do I reverse it?
Yeah.
That's the problem with it. And I know you love medicine.
Love
yeah,
it.
you do.
Yeah.
You
We
do.
did some homework on you, AJ.
Yeah,
a
we
whole
did.
bunch of-
We did. Honestly, I know for my favorite thing, what I liked about you is you're a volleyball player, and my kids they all play volleyball. So
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
What
so-
position?
So Kiko's a libero.
Nice.
Yeah, and Luna's an outside hitter.
I was
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, it's an outside hitter. So yeah, and I was like, oh, she played volleyball. You played in college too, right?
Yeah.
You played a little bit in college as well.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting like insane. These athletes. These
It's
volleyball-
like amazing how they breed them.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
they got to be
Oh,
bred for this.
they're
'cause
literally
huge.
they're
I'm
huge.
5'10",
Yeah.
and I
They're-
thought I was
No,
tall.
you're
Yeah.
not.
No.
His
I'm not.
daughter is
Yeah.
12, 13 years old, and
Yeah.
when I go to tournaments, they're taller than me.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, they're huge.
I'm
13
playing,
years
I'm
old.
playing against
Huge.
like Koreans that were 6'6".
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
insane.
insane.
And that was
That's
an
insane.
outside.
Yeah, yeah.
and
that's
then
insane.
their middles are like 6'8".
Exactly.
As females, it's
Yeah.
insanity.
Yeah, it really is. It really.
How
is.
was it doing like school and volleyball at the same time? Like,
You know, if I was to go back into it now, I wouldn't.
Yeah, right.
Because I know like what freedom feels like and like doing what you want and doing things that, you know, like really you're really passionate about.
For sure.
So like growing up my whole life, I was always deeply into sports.
Yeah.
And my parents were so neurotic about my studies and
Yeah.
things like that. So I really never had a personal life. So that's what I was used to.
Yeah,
So I
of
didn't
course.
know anything else.
Did you play only in school, or did you play private league too?
I mean, like growing up, I did club.
a lot of clubs?
I was
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
a
like private
club
clubs,
for with the school. It was like
Yeah.
year
Oh
round.
God, you're busy.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. It's crazy.
It actually was insane.
Yeah.
When I think about it now, I'm like, wow, I was an actual psychopath because I was double majoring, and then I also did embryonic stem cell research.
Oh,
I
love
love
that.
that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
That's great. At what point did you say, you know what, I'm not doing medicine anymore? Because we always talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were applying to med school. You were going to become a doctor. At what point did you say, you know, I'm not doing this anymore?
So that's when Vine started, and
Yeah.
I realized I could get paid.
Yeah.
And then I had such a rigorous schedule in college. I was with the double major, and then the morning practice, I'd have to wake up at 4 a.m. and then I would have labs up, and then I'd have my game. So I wasn't getting to bed and starting my homework until like 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
God,
which was
it's like
insane.
No life.
It's no
And
life
so
at all.
I did act like I had no life. So then after I graduated, I took the year off and I continued making skits and
Yeah.
having brand deals. And I kind of made the promise to myself, once I'm going to take this year to make enough money to pay for my medical school.
And
Yeah.
escape. Yeah.
Because my parents
Oh, so
didn't
you were
have
at a
too
point
much.
where you were like, I'm saving to go to medical. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
love that.
like
Good for you.
studying for the MCAT, and then I made that amount of money in 3 months when I
Nice.
gave myself 12 months.
Wow.
So then
Good for
I mean,
you.
it's kind of like hanging out with your comedian friends and
Yeah.
being creative and tapping into a different part of your brain. That was so exciting to me. So
love
I just
that.
kept it up.
If
I
you
love
were going to be a doctor, what specialty would you have done?
That's a good question.
I know, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Like, would you do research or would you actually like surgery?
No, I was looking into
orthopedics, derm-
surgery.
Like
I
general
could see you
surgery.
being an orthopedic surgeon.
I
Like,
could definitely see
so
her because
that.
you're a lot taller, and I could definitely see you do like
Yeah,
knees and
and,
hips.
like
yeah.
talking to
Yeah.
other athletes.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
things like
exactly.
that.
Usually, sport medicine doctors, they're not like Anwar. You like if Anwar was going to go in, there's no way. 'Cause
There's no way
can you
he'd go into
imagine? Can you
orthopedic
imagine
surgery.
a 7-foot athlete and Anwar trying to lift up his leg? Like
He's like, hold on, can we have 17 nurses in the back help
Let me
me with
stretch
this?
them out. There's no way. So you got to be a little bit taller. Actually, we were just talking about this when we were looking for white coat for you guys. So like when you're looking for sizes, most of the time it's like a guy with long arms and a woman with short arms. To find a white coat for a guy with short arms and a woman with long arms was very difficult.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to custom make it.
Yeah.
We literally did custom make it for Anwar.
I love it.
We went
I
to
love
like,
it.
you know, like the Halloween costume for kids?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what we did for him. And I'm sure it was a little bit big on him, but it was good.
Yeah,
What-
we're like, where's the youth sizes?
Yeah, it was a little big, but Cliff is a little bit more, you know, he got more ass, so it
yeah, you could
we have to get it
kind
really
of thicken
custom
it
from
up.
the back. Yeah.
Mhm.
What is your pet peeve? What is it
Oh,
that you really hate?
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody about this. Speeding in parking garages and flat tires when somebody steps on your foot.
Oh God.
And horse flies.
Oh God. I hate horse flies too.
that.
Oh,
You answered
God.
that really quick.
What
Yeah,
is this
yeah, I
drone
would have-
around me?
right? It's
So big.
kind of so annoying, isn't it?
Those
And it's
are annoying.
huge too, right? And it's never like the same. It's like you open the door trying to get it out, and it just sits there and
I'm
goes
sure it's
around the
caused
light.
a lot of accidents.
Yeah.
I'm sure those are annoying.
Oh, yeah. And speeding in parking garages.
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
That's Ramsey.
Yeah, yeah.
Ramsey always does that.
Yeah,
He's
oh,
so
for
annoying.
sure.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was so dangerous.
See Anwar doing that
Yeah.
too.
All right.
What about you guys? What are your pet peeves?
Damn,
Well,
that's what I'm saying. I can't answer.
See,
it
I
quick.
can't. I honestly don't know.
Oh,
I feel like disrespect.
I think that's kind of everybody's.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like I know you hate feeling that somebody ripped you off.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
was
got
gonna
ripped
get it.
off. He hates that. Like if he feels that somebody's trying to rip him off, he doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
weird how
a
I
good
know
deal
that
on
about
everything.
him, but I just don't know about myself.
I can.
I feel
I'm like
like I know
that
more about him
too.
than I know about myself.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like we grew
do.
up together, so we know everything
Yeah,
about each
we
other.
do.
Yeah.
He is kind of annoying, but I love him to death.
So what do you got, like, is there something in the medical community that is like really new and exciting that everybody's talking about right now, like a new
Ozempic?
study?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
Ozempic.
weight loss.
Everybody's talking
Yeah.
I
about
feel like weight
Ozempic.
loss is kind of always kind of the thing, right? Anybody that can
Mhm.
come up with something to help you lose weight, it's just like, the next big thing. But
So I know that's for like extreme weight loss, but like what exactly does it do to the body?
it's a good question.
That's
Well,
dangerous.
basically, it's semaglutide. It's basically it allows the insulin in the body. Well, also from the pancreas, actually,
Yeah.
right? So from the pancreas, there's this hormone that it releases, which allows you to feel. It controls your blood sugar, but allows you to feel kind of nauseous and full.
Mm.
Right?
That's why a lot of people get abdominal pain.
Yeah.
A lot of people get abdominal.
On Ozempic?
Like
Yeah.
like
Like
diarrhea,
most of the
constipation.
diabetic medications make you nauseous and like you lose your appetite. There's something called the satiety center
Yeah.
in your brain. So when those things, they activate satiety center and it avoids you from overeating.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like Adderall suppresses
It does.
appetite
It is.
too.
It does.
Does
100%.
it have
It does.
that?
That's amphetamine too.
Yeah, 'cause it's
so
amphetamine.
anything that speeds up your heart rate makes you nauseous.
Yeah, in general.
So like you notice like when you're nervous, what does it activate? Nausea. And I was telling Ramsey about this
It
yesterday.
activates like your fight or flight.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then that like stops your
Exactly.
digestive
Yep.
system.
But
It's your heart
everything
rate.
has a negative feedback, right?
Yeah.
So like marijuana, what does it treat? Pain, anxiety,
Yep.
depression, and sleep, right? But if you smoke too much and you activate the negative feedback, then it activates the things that it's supposed to treat.
Yeah,
So now you're
exactly.
anxious, you're
Yep.
gone, your appetite's
Paranoid,
gone,
Yeah.
you can't eat.
Yep.
So that's the negative
Yeah.
feedback. But that's with everything. With ketamine, everything that you talked about has a negative feedback.
Yeah.
Same with testosterone. If you if you take too much testosterone, it activates estrogen. That's why you get nipples, discharge. Like grown men get discharged like milk.
way.
Yeah, they get acne on their back,
Yeah.
goes
Wow.
down, and
Yeah. Lose it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was just reading something and it was talking about how marijuana actually is not good for fertility.
It's
Oh,
not.
really?
It's not.
Yeah, there was
because
a lot of studies
this-
on that actually.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
just found that out.
Yeah.
It's huge because you know why, right? So like the sperm, it becomes very just like a human. When we smoke, what do? You chill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when you smoke, the
Slows it
sperm
down.
goes and chills. Bro.
Yeah,
It's like I'm
exactly.
not fucking going in there.
And it's, supposed to-
Like,
it's quick,
chill.
right?
yeah, it's chill.
It's just,
Just
I'm taking my time.
imagine a Ramsey sperm. That's
Yeah,
what
I don't feel like
Literally,
I
when you
don't feel-
smoke, just imagine Ramsey's face as a sperm and just lazy. He just,
yeah,
that's
and
why
he's
they
like,
can't get pregnant.
I don't feel like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the game on?
That's
Yeah,
why
right.
CoQ10, that's huge for like fertility now.
CoQ10?
Yes, everybody talks about that.
Mm.
Fertility is a huge
A huge market.
Have you noticed like nowadays you have more friends that have trouble getting pregnant than they did in the past?
Oh yeah.
Just because everything in our foods, our
like an
diet,
epidemic.
stress, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
you don't see
yeah.
many people with 10 kids anymore. Whereas
Yeah.
before, everybody had like 10 kids.
Everybody's freezing their eggs.
Yes.
Looking
Yeah,
at
100%.
IVF.
But in the future, speaking of IVF, that's like one of my specialties. In the future, nobody's gonna have natural pregnancy anymore. So like these guys in Dubai, these multi-billionaires, they're creating probes. What these probes are is they diagnose the most common genetic defects in an embryo. So you take a sperm, you take an egg, you make the embryo. Then you take that probe and you test each embryo to see
which one's
if
the
what genetic
strongest.
defects,
Yeah.
like Down
Yeah.
syndrome. So their goal in the future is to not have anybody with
Yeah,
Down
yeah.
syndrome or
It's
any of
amazing.
these genetic factors to eliminate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading up on that and I think that's so interesting. I feel like just my journey, I definitely want to freeze my eggs and have a surrogate.
Yeah.
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 Sounds
Great
sick.
idea.
No, everyone's
great
doing that
idea.
now.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing
But
that.
why?
Because I just love working.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just don't I
One
don't
with
really
your
like
body.
changes
Yeah.
too much.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
this might be a
Especially
little
getting to a
personal.
point where you do a
I-
C-section or like, yeah.
But
Yeah.
wouldn't you want to feel that connection?
You know, there's a lot of women that I have been talking to when I do mention the whole like surrogate thing,
Yeah.
and they say that, and the answer is no.
You don't care, right?
I don't
Okay.
Why
really
would you?
care.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
honestly.
your baby.
Yeah, it
Like,
is,
at the end of the
exactly.
day, you
At
don't
the
have
end
to
of the
put
day,
your
it's
body
yours.
through it.
DNA.
Yeah.
Some
yeah.
people deal with pregnancy a lot better than others.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they do.
I've delivered like 500-600 babies during my rotation. I've had the most crazy stories happen to it. So
I bet.
I don't blame you. I don't
My
blame you.
sister's a midwife. She tells
Oh
me a
my
lot
God.
of crazy stories
Cord
too.
prolapse, like those are scary. You know what a cord
Stillborns.
prolapse is? Like where the umbilical cord comes out before the baby,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
it cuts out the circulation.
Yeah.
And so
Terrifying.
like my first delivery ever, I went to go check, see if the sac ruptured. I went in there and I felt the cord coming out. So you have to scream.
Oh my God.
You know, C-section, C-section. You got to run.
Oh my
go
God.
in. And the whole surgery, I had my finger in there. So
You
I
guys
was
are,
like-
you guys are actual
Yeah.
like superheroes.
Yeah,
I
no, I
want you
appreciate
guys
it.
to
Thank
know
you so
that.
much.
I love medicine.
Thank
I know
you.
you do too.
Yeah,
we always
I'm
have like
obsessed.
awesome talks.
Yeah.
So I have another question about like freezing the eggs.
Yes.
I have a lot of female friends that are going through the process and things like that, and how the hormones affects them, and also and I know like it's different for each woman and how it reacts with your own body.
100%.
But what a friend of mine dealt with like a lot of ovarian cysts
Mhm.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
It's huge.
she started after she froze her eggs and
Because
did
you're
the
stimulating
surgery.
it.
Yeah.
You're stimulating. It's gonna happen, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another friend of mine said that she went through the surgery and she had a bunch of eggs, like 72. And then they're like, "Oh, well, we only
Lucky.
took 16,
Yeah.
but better luck on the next round. Let's do a next round." So then she felt like maybe he's trying to get more money
Yeah.
out of me.
No, it happens. And
Okay.
you gotta don't forget also. So you have 30 eggs, right? Then you have to take the egg and put it with the sperm. Then you have to take the
And do the
embryo
probe.
Yep.
and then do the
Do the
probe,
probe.
and then eliminate. So you can have 30 and end up with only two healthy
exactly.
babies.
Exactly.
wow.
That's why that you
Yeah.
need more.
And
So,
every year that probe, you create more genetic defects.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
that's what the whole point. They're
yeah,
just
that increases the risk.
one of this Dr. Kearns, he's the president of genetics in Johns Hopkins. He's one of my good friends. And he's working on a probe right now for a prince in Saudi Arabia, where like if his daughter wants to marry a guy, they make sure that the babies don't have genetic defects.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's crazy.
I love
medicine,
that.
Yeah.
medicine is
So
going in
cool.
a crazy direction.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is.
it's
It really is.
insane.
I think. Well, going back to medicine, I think like multivitamins. I think it's kind of overrated and it's kind of pointless. People who just take a Centrum or a multivitamin or
Mhm.
I get a lot of questions from my patients that say, "Well, I'm on this vitamin, this vitamin, this vitamin." If your liver is healthy and you're healthy in general, you really don't need extra vitamins, now, unless you're a female
Are
over
you
the
on
age
a lot
of
of
40.
vitamins?
I'll do not much. I
Take
mean, I'll
vitamin
do
D.
like the
D is very important.
Yeah, so for
That's what I
females,
hear.
vitamin
Seriously,
D.
D,
Yeah.
Actually.
the D is the most important.
Yeah, that's the only one you need at a certain age, right?
because I'm hearing that nowadays people aren't able to take in the vitamin D from the sun as well
Yeah,
anymore.
Yeah.
Well, people have a misunderstanding that like, oh, if I'm dark skinned, then I'm not gonna have vitamin D deficiency because I have the melanin. That's not true.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, Mediterranean people are the most common people to have vitamin D
Yeah,
deficiency.
deficiency. It is.
You're
Yeah,
Oh
for
wow.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are Greek. You're
Yeah.
right.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
That's crazy.
I always your last name has two parts.
Yeah,
right? Is it
Stocking Siagris.
Siagris,
I
yeah.
struggled with that. I
It's
was
like-
not about to introduce you.
Yeah.
With that. I'm sorry, bro. Not gonna happen.
Well, just remember, it's like maybe if my forefathers were like sea agrees.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I like that.
And you're from Ashland, Oregon, right? That's where
Mhm.
you were born.
So I was
Or-
actually born in LA, lived here for 2 weeks. My sister
Really?
almost got kidnapped, and then that day my parents were like, "Let's get out of here."
LA, bro.
And
You
then
came back. Your
went
parents
to
still live back home.
Ashland. No, my mom lives here in LA, and my dad lives in Mexico.
Okay.
Are
Like
you being serious?
Mexico, like
He just moved to Mexico.
Like he just picked up a Mexican
said-
mamacita and
He,
said,
yeah,
"I'm
yeah,
out."
he did.
Literally?
20 years old.
Are you
you're
being
kidding
serious?
me.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm glad that him and my mom separated.
Okay. Okay. Sometimes it's for the better.
Yeah, sometimes it's your life path.
Yeah, for
Sometimes
sure.
it's good to
Yeah.
And I
slam
deal with-
hookies.
I deal with a lot of older patients that are just miserable together. and
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
recommend, like, if you just don't get along and you have your life, don't wait till midlife crisis
I
to
know.
change. Because that's what
Yeah.
happens. It's
Yeah.
like the guy gets a belly and Corvette at the same time. It's always the same case. If
Yeah.
you're unhappy, it's not worth it.
I know, get out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's doing well, I think. I don't know. He doesn't really talk to me.
How
I'm
is
sorry
it?
about that.
How does it feel to be like in the social media world and like not have your freedom? I was gonna ask you about that. Like, do you feel like you can't go anywhere and just be yourself because everyone's recording you? Everyone is.
I mean, like I feel like I'm where I am now because I am myself. And I am free. I consider myself a free spirit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
mean, there are times where, you know, like we'll be somewhere and then somebody's walking by like this.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
and then
God,
think I
so-
can't see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it does like throw you off sometimes, but I mean, I've been in this business for like
time.
10 years now. So it's almost like breathing.
It really messes with your head. Because even for me, like as a doctor, I feel like I can't go out and like be myself a lot of time. That's why I love Halloween. 'Cause I can put
psychological.
like a mask on.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I
You
can
can
dance,
enjoy
I can do
it.
whatever I
Yeah.
want and no
It's
one's
the
looking
best.
at me.
Yeah, that's I love that you said that because I always see you having on like different costumes for different events. And I wanted to ask you, what was your favorite all-time costume that you've ever put on?
I think I have two. One was my Schmeagle one, and then my second was my Squidward one.
Nice. Squidward
I
was
love
great.
that. Oh,
Great.
yes, that was
Yeah, I
awesome.
want to do Papa Smurf next.
Oh, nice.
You should do Avatar. Paint your whole body.
Oh,
blue.
yeah,
I've
you
done
look
that.
good
I've
on
done that
Avatar
one,
for
yeah.
Oh,
sure.
dude, he would
Nice.
kill that
Yes,
one.
we saw that with Anwar,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Anwar did it too.
Adam.
No,
Yes.
but Anwar
Oh,
was
and Adam.
like-
It was Adam or Anwar?
Was it?
Oh, it was with you, right?
It was with you.
Oh, the
Oh,
mini
Oh,
me
the
one.
mini-me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that
Yeah.
one. I love that one.
Dr. Evil and
Even
Mini
though
Me.
Yes.
Anwar was a little bit shorter. So
Yeah.
like, it
A
wasn't
little bit
accurate.
shorter
That's
than
what's messed
Mini
up.
Me.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
That
we
was
got to
an
think of
awesome
another one
costume.
for next year.
I love it. I
Don't be a
love it.
doctor. That's cheesy. Like that's the
Well-
worst thing ever. That my friends when they dress up as doctors for Halloween, I'm like, dude, that's boring, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You said doctor,
something
so
else.
we might as well give her gift.
oh yeah.
Oh, you
We
guys
got you
come
a
bearing
gift.
gifts?
Yeah.
Yes, we
always.
got you. Let me get this here. Hold on. Well, first of all, let me give you this one here.
Oh, wow.
No, that's not it. Is it?
Yeah, it's hers.
Oh,
This
okay.
one's hers. Here. This
Oh,
one
let's
there.
go.
Let's go,
DocTok.
DocTok,
Come
baby.
on, man.
Let's rock.
Thanks for
Let's
repping.
rock.
Thank you for repping DocTok.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I should probably make it. There you go.
There you go.
Badass.
There we go. How do
Badass.
I look, guys?
And then this one here. That's
just like a
we got you a hoodie. But
Oh,
this
yay! Thank
this
you,
is the one that we're
guys.
really
This is cool.
excited about here.
Shut up.
Yeah, we hooked it up,
Oh,
bro.
my gosh.
It has Dr. Hannah too on the
Oh,
side.
my God.
Yeah,
No
on the other
way.
side.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We figured you never got to med school,
I
so
never
That's-
got, but now
and
I
I
feel
want to
like
put
I
it
got
on
closer.
you, like you graduated. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put it on.
yeah.
Oh, let's do it for sure.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
and it's Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
Yep.
How cute is
Yeah.
this?
I figured
I
that
hope
you
you
would
like
Grey's
it.
Anatomy.
I hope you
Yes.
like it.
Oh, I
Honestly.
love that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Of
so
course,
much.
of
We
course,
appreciate you
course.
doing this. We know you're busy and it's not easy, but you've always been like family to us, so we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
I was just
definitely.
gonna say, you guys are like family to me, so thank
Thank
you guys for
Anytime you have
having
any
me.
medical
course.
questions, you already know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
and you know I will probably
Honestly,
tonight.
You know what would be really cool if we ever worked on a research project one time.
Yeah.
If there's anything
That's a great
ever
idea.
that you want to publish a paper, because I think that would be
Mm.
really cool for you to publish a paper and you have your name on a publication, like a medical publication.
Yeah, that'd be
If
cool.
you ever want to do one, let me know.
I do.
Okay.
And I was just talking to a doctor friend of mine,
Okay.
and we were kind of talking about like the mental effects of pop stars
Yeah,
Okay.
That's huge.
and like the effects of that with performing in front of hundreds of thousands of people every single night and then just going home alone to the hotel.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what happens?
The
Okay.
serotonin levels
Yeah.
and all of
And
that.
like long-term effects too.
100%.
Absolutely.
And I don't
Listen,
think there's any studies on
there
that.
really.
that
well,
would be I would.
that's a great
I'm
study.
so down to do it with you.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
So down.
I was
do
thinking
it.
like if you want to ever do something like that, especially like we love mental health. I'm a big,
Mhm.
I'm a big fan for mental health and
Yeah.
depression and anxiety. If you ever want to do something like that, DocTok will definitely be interested. You
Oh,
let us
yeah.
know.
Consider
That'd
it
be
No, let's
awesome.
do it, and then we can get all your celebrity friends,
Absolutely.
and we can literally,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can check their
Brain
levels.
scans.
Oh,
check their
absolutely.
levels, everything.
Absolutely.
So
MRIs,
interesting.
Absolutely.
hormone
CT
levels,
scans.
and
Mhm.
understanding, because most people don't understand how serotonin even works.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
why people take antidepressants and what do antidepressants do? Like serotonin.
And
just
the
think about it
long-term
like this.
effects
Yeah,
of
the long-term
them.
effect,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So
And
imagine
like who actually
Exactly.
needs them
Exactly,
versus
exactly,
they're
exactly.
just
And
throwing
we're
it out.
The
we're
problem is
overtreating a lot, honestly. Like, that's the
overtreating.
problem is we're overtreating
Exactly.
everything. Anybody that says, "Oh, I've been crying more," boop, pop an antidepressant.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Like, it's like what the hell, bro?
we're
Listen to the
overdoing it.
patient,
And then,
right?
But then the problem is then it takes away their sex drive.
Yeah.
And now that's causing
Yeah.
problem in their marriage. And now
Exactly.
they're
And then when they stop taking it,
And then
they're
all of a sudden
worse.
they're worse.
Yeah.
Yep,
and then they
yep.
can't cry. They got no emotions.
Yeah,
Right.
You
exactly.
become a different person. I avoid that at all costs unless it's absolutely needed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you treat one thing, but it gives you 5 side effects, right? So all of a sudden now you have 5 other symptoms that you never had before, right? But to try to treat the depression, nobody wants to jump into the lifestyle modifications or breathing
Right.
techniques,
Like, hey,
right?
Yeah.
yeah, breathing exercises,
Yeah,
sunlight,
exactly. Sunlight,
eat well,
something exactly.
exercise.
They want a
problem with
free,
that?
like a quick fix, and this
Yeah.
is the biggest
The
problem.
Band-Aid.
The other
Exactly.
thing is the doctor doesn't know the patient.
Yeah.
So like that's the issue. So like you know me, right? If you come to me and you give me all your symptoms and I say take this medication, you're gonna trust me. You're gonna
Yeah.
say, you know what, he would never do me dirty,
Like the
right?
sinus thing.
Yeah,
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 exactly.
exactly.
So, but if somebody goes into a doctor for the first visit and within 5 minutes they're like, "Yeah, you're depressed. Here's a medication," but you don't know me yet.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh,
understand
for
who I
me,
am as a person.
I went in for a physical and took a little quiz. Like 1
yeah.
out of
Yeah.
5. I was going through a breakup.
Yeah.
And I left the physical with antidepressants.
oh yeah,
That's
oh yeah,
bullshit.
a physical.
That's a
And that was the
bullshit.
first time I ever met that
Yeah.
doctor. It was so
Oh, yeah.
insane.
Yeah, pharma. We're
The
controlled by
pharmaceutical
pharma
companies
companies.
are ruining the country.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
They really are. It's unfortunate. So, lifestyle modifications, get out, go outside, walk, garden, exercise, do something that you normally don't do. If you're continuously doing the same exact thing every day, you're going to get the same exact results. You want to change your life? Start baby steps, one thing at a time. You know, one thing at a
Engage
time.
in DocTok
Yes.
podcast,
And
my
watch the
videos,
DocTok
Anwar's
podcast.
videos.
Let's go.
Hannah Stalking, Anwar Jabawi, Cliff. We love all these guys. You guys are fantastic.
Thank you for
So,
being a role model for all the young
yes,
girls.
and thank you so
guys
much.
too.
My daughters are huge fans, by the way, so they're going to be really
Oh,
ecstatic when
yay.
they see this. So,
I love
Thank
that.
you so much.
I
Thank
love
thank you so
guys.
much.
We love you.
Honestly, I love you so much. Thank you. Hannah, 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 Hannah. Hey.